What's going on, YouTube? This is BoxingWave, and I just heard this news about there's not going to be any Vada drug testing for the Manny Pacquiao Keith Thurman fight. Very disappointed to hear that. Looking forward to this fight. You guys know how much I'm looking forward to this fight. I love this fight. This is a fight I always wanted. But this news is not good news. This is horrible news. All right? I'm very suspicious of these two now. Okay? Because I read the article on BoxingScene.com. I read the article, and then the first thing I go and do is see if these guys are enrolled with the clean boxing program, which they are according to BoxRec. All right. So I see that they're both enrolled. So that means these guys had to both agree to not have VADA drug testing for this fight. All right. They're having the Nevada State Athletic Commission random drug testing. We don't want that shit. Let's be real. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want the real thing. We want the hardcore VADA drug testing. We want that. We want their random drug testing. We don't want the bullshit one. We want the real one. Okay? We want the real official one. So they both had to agree to this, right? Very suspicious now. Okay? A pay-per-view that you guys know, if you guys been around, I have been boycotting pay-per-views. Okay? I don't have to go down the list. The pay-per-views we've been getting for the last 8-9 months now. I've been boycotting them. I haven't been paying for any of them. A few of them were mismatches. But I said, I was going into this one. I saying I'm gonna pay for this because this is a fight that I personally always wanted. I've always wanted to see Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao fight. And now that we're getting it, we're not getting any VADA testing to it. And I'm very suspicious now. You guys know I don't sit here and make assumptions, and I don't call fighters out for juicing unless they fail a test. But I am very suspicious now. Okay? I'm not saying these guys are juicing, but what I am saying is that I can't defend them for not juicing. I don't know at this point. You leave it up for the fans to believe whatever they want. Now we're suspicious. Any suspicions that we have, we can say, well, they didn't take the test, so maybe they are juicing. I'm not going to defend anyone that says it now. I defended a couple weeks ago. What did I do? I made a video about Errol Spence. Said, I don't think he's juicing. I mean, if he is juicing, maybe he is. But there's nothing out there for me to believe that he is juicing. I don't believe he's juicing. Okay? Some people say, well, he's not enrolled with the clean boxing program. And I said, well, he's not a WBC fighter. But he did take the VADA test against Mikey Garcia. He did take it for Kell Brook too. Okay? I think for Lamont Peterson, I think he did USADA with that fight. But I know his last fight, he definitely took the VADA test. Now, people are going to say all this stuff about his nipples. They're going to say that he wasn't enrolled with the program. They're going to say all this stuff, just like they do with other fighters. Fighters that have bumps on their backs and stuff like that. They're going to bring that stuff up. All right? I know some of you hardcore Manny Pacquiao fans are going to come in here and talk about Floyd Mayweather because that's all you usually have. You're going to talk about Floyd in the comments. You're not going to talk about what happened in 2019 when Manny Pacquiao agreed to fight Keith Thurman. You're going to bring up Floyd Mayweather. This video is not about Floyd Mayweather. As far as I'm concerned, Floyd is retired. We're talking about Manny Pacquiao. Get over that fight. It's over. That was in 2015. The fight is done. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao 2019 agreeing to not take a VADA test. Keith Thurman too. But I want to put a little bit more pressure on Manny Pacquiao. You know why? Because he is the A side. He is the cash cow. All right? He's made millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. All right? He's made so many more times. He's made 100 times more than what Keith Thurman has made in his professional career. He is the A side. He calls the shots. All right? Keith Thurman, Porter, Crawford, Spence, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, all these welterweights, Kell Brook, they all sit around all day. Amir Khan, they all sit around all day hoping praying they get a call from Manny Pacquiao to fight them. Manny Pacquiao is the man. He calls the shots. He is the A side. The only time he wasn't the A side is when he fought Floyd Mayweather. Okay? In recent years, Floyd Mayweather. Everybody else, we fighting on Pacquiao's terms. So if Keith Thurman says, look, Pac-Man, I'm not going to fight you if we doing Vada testing. If Pacquiao wants to do Vada testing, which he should, he's going to say, well, you know what, Keith Thurman? Sorry, I guess I picked the wrong guy. I'll be picking somebody else to fight. It won't be you. Because Pacquiao got it like that. He has the juice. Not literally. Or maybe. But Pacquiao's the one that calls the shots, not Keith Thurman. Now, I can see Keith Thurman agreeing. Well, it's because Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao says, hey, we're going to take this fight, but we're just going to pass out Vada on this one. Okay, we're just going to, I don't like needles, and we're just going to do the, the regular test. We're going to do that one. I can see Keith Thurman saying, all right, sure. I mean, hey, you're the boss. Whatever you want, boss man. As long as we get in the ring, as long as I get that check, that's all I care for. Now I can see Keith Thurman maybe wanting the juice because his last performance wasn't so hot. He didn't look so good. Maybe he's not the same. Maybe he's past his prime. Okay? I mean, overall, as far as historically, Keith Thurman, prime, wherever you want to put that, wherever area and time and you want to put Keith Thurman, he's not on Pacquiao's prime level. He's not there. I mean, it's hard to do a prediction because we're comparing Keith Thurman at 30 to Manny Pacquiao at 40. And that's a close fight. That's a debatable 50-50. I don't know where to go. But if this is Pacquiao that beat Miguel Cotto, Keith Thurman would get destroyed by that same fighter. If this is the Pacquiao that beat Antonio Margarito and Joshua Clottey and all these other fighters that he came, and Oscar De La Hoya and Shane Mosley and all these other fighters that he beat up over the years, then I'm picking Manny Pacquiao hands down. But this is 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao. I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know what I'm getting here. And then when you look at the Adrian Broner thing, that situation, see, these are things that were suspicious that I didn't bring up. You know why I didn't bring up? Because it was suspicious. But at the end of the day, Manny Pacquiao took the Vada test. But Adrian Broner says, well, we agreed to take Vada, but I wasn't getting tested. So it wasn't until I started making some noise, which means complaining the Broner way, that's when we started getting tested. But before that, we weren't getting tested. He's like, where was the test? So it wasn't until Adrian Broner, and listen, I'm not going to take his word for it. I mean, it is Adrian Broner who we're talking about here. But I can see if there's, well, I'm suspicious now. So now I can draw up any conclusions I want to because these guys just agreed to not take the test. But looking back at that fight, I can see Pacquiao saying, well, if this is Adrian Broner, I mean, this guy doesn't let his hands go. I'm going to win the fight regardless if I'm old or not. I think the worst Manny Pacquiao can still beat Adrian Broner. Would y'all agree to that? I think the worst Manny Pacquiao is going to beat Lucas Matisse. But now, I mean, Keith Thurman is way better than those two. Even though Keith Thurman that didn't look so hot against Josecito Lopez, Keith Thurman is still way better than Adrian Broner and Lucas Matisse. He is. He's better than both of those. He's better than both of those guys. So I'm very suspicious. I'm very disappointed to hear this news. And I won't be buying a pay-per-view if there's not going to be any drug testing. No Vada drug testing. All right, you guys enrolled. You guys take the test. Okay? Even if BoxRec is wrong with their information and they're not enrolled, okay? If they're not enrolled with the program, at the end of the day, a fight of this magnitude, this fight here, this fight, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, this fight is a Vada testing fight. You take Vada. You don't half-ass this drug testing thing. This is a big fight. Canelo Triple G, Vada. Okay? We don't play around with these kind of fights. And if you want us to pay pay-per-view, you want us to cash out $90 to watch this fight, you better I wanna make sure you guys are clean. I don't want no cheaters. Not saying you are cheating, but you could be. I don't even know now. I don't know because we're not getting the proper tests. And I hope that the YouTube community, I hope that the media, I hope you guys speak up, especially the media, because when you put the microphone to these guys' face now, let's hear why you guys decided not to take the VADA test. And know that from here on, you will be in question. This is what happens when you don't take the test. Not everybody is going to take the test. Not everybody, not every boxer. We can't monitor every fight, but fights like this should be VADA testing. Just to make sure, just to be safe. And the fighters, if one fighter says no, the other fighter should be like, wait, 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 wait. You don't want no VADA testing. What's wrong with you, bro? Don't you care about whether or not I come clean? Unless you're not clean yourself. To eliminate all this debate, and I know these guys gotta come in here with these comments, man. I know, especially the Manny Pacquiao fans, y'all, some of you fanboys could be probably the wildest on the net. Pacquiao's a great guy. I know he saved a lot of people. I know he's a politician. I know what he's done for his country. I know he's very nice. He's a Christian. He's a good fighter. I mean, he's a good man. He's 8 time, 8 division. Listen, I get all that. I get all that. But in this fight here, we want the goddamn test. Don't get mad at us for wanting the test. I know Manny Pacquiao is a great fighter, but we want the test. We want to make sure that you two are clean. That's all. The fans should know. The fans should know. Because we support the sport. We pay money for the sport. And we want to make sure that no one's cheating. If you're as great as we think you are, we want to make sure you're clean. That's all. It's that simple. All right? So, yeah, guys, subscribe to the channel, BoxingWave. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Also, hit the notification button. Hit that because whenever I do videos, you guys be the first one to know. Also, make sure you donate to the channel. Okay, try to do these videos as much as I can. A little donation, 5, 10 cents, 11 cents, whatever. It's all good. All right. See you guys on the next one. Peace.